Ever wondered how PS2 emulation on the Nintendo Switch stacks up against the PS4? In this video, we're diving deep into the comparison, and the answer might surprise you. Let's start with the PS4. I had to mod mine with GoldHEN, and let me tell you, it was a journey. Here's a tip: don't be too quick to press OK on this notification, or you might end up crashing your console like I did. After a couple of tries though, I finally got it up and running. Now on the other side, we have the Nintendo Switch. I've got L4T Ubuntu Bionic installed, which allows me to run the EtherSX2 flatpak. It's way more straightforward, no tricky mods, just install and go. Plus, I've got a bonus tip later in the video to help you get even more out of your Switch emulation, so stay tuned. Here's where the PS4 becomes a real pain. It doesn't support ISO files natively, so you've got to convert them to FPKG files using PS2 FPKG. And that's just the start. You'll need to choose the right emulator to avoid crashes and glitches. Even then, you'll still need to configure the game settings, often relying on community uploaded config files from PSX Place. Unless you're playing a PS Classics game from the PS Store, these can be downloaded as FPKG and played right away without any configuration. Now with the Switch, it's all about convenience. EtherSX2 lets you play ISO files instantly with no conversion needed. Just boot the games directly from your SD card or external drive. The trade-off? While it's easier to set up, you might not get the same high-end performance as the PS4, especially with more demanding games. Speaking of performance, here's where the PS4 shines. It can run demanding games like Gran Turismo 4, Need for Speed, and Tekken with ease. The Switch, while impressive, struggles with some of the more resource-intensive games, but still manages to deliver acceptable performance on classics like God of War, Shadow of the Colossus, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. If you maximize the underclock, the Switch can even run Jak and Daxter, the Precursor legacy, though not without some performance hiccups. However, it excels with less demanding games like Dragon Ball Tenkaichi Budokai 3 and TimeSplitters 2, and it avoids the graphical glitches you might see on titles like Silent Hill 2 and 3. So here's the bottom line: the PS4 gives you top-tier performance, but it comes with a painstakingly long setup process. Meanwhile, the Switch is way more convenient, but you'll have to accept some trade-offs in performance. It's really about what you're willing to sacrifice, your time or your gaming experience. But here's the twist: what if there's a console that conveniently emulates PS2 with best performance? By the way, did you know you can boost your PS2 games on the Switch with these 7 essential tips? Don't miss my next video where I'll be putting the PS3 to the test. And let me know in the comments which PS2 game you want to see me tackle next.